Okay, so I'm going to do this last set of problems. Where's my toolbar with the annotate? There we go. I'm not going to do question 22. I'll leave that for you to figure out. Just in terms of question 20 and 21. So there's a couple of different ways to do these. So my first reaction to question 20 was to say, hey, get everything to a common denominator, and then you can just order them really easily. But here we got eighths, halves, quarters, and sevenths, which means our common denominator is at a 56, and we got a lot of work to do to get it all into 56. And then I was about to do that and thought, no, there's a much easier way. The way I'm going to do this one is, the first thing I'm going to notice is these two fractions are less than 1, and all the others have a bigger numerator than denominators. They're all bigger than 1. So the smallest is going to be one of these two. So I'm just going to compare these two and get them to a common denominator. So if I make that over 8, that becomes 6 over 8. And now I can see 5 over 8 is smaller. So my smallest is 5 over 8. The next smallest is 3/4. And that takes care of those two. So now I'm looking for fractions bigger than 1. 8 over 7 is just a little bigger than 1. 7 over 2, that's like 3.5. And 9 over 4, that's 2 and a bit. So these organize fairly nicely. It goes 8 over 7, which is a little bit more than 1. 9 over 4, which is a little bit more than 2. And 7 over 2, which is 3.5. Okay, so that's how I thought through that one. I'm going to move on to the next one. For this one, again, I've got a bunch here. It may be worth finding a common denominator. Yeah, maybe not. If we need to, we'll do it one step at a time. This one is the only one that's less than 1. So 7 over 9 is definitely the smallest. Now, for the others, 4 over 3, I'll write it as a mixed number as well, so we can have it in the same class as the others. So 1 and 1/3 is what this 4 over 3 is. So now, these are all bigger than 1, so we want to organize them based on the size of their fraction. So 1 over 6 is smaller than 2 over 9. How do I know for sure? Well, these both go into 18, so that's 4 over 18, and this would be 3 over 18, 1/6. I did that really fast in my head. If you're not sure about that, work on that on your own and sort that out. You'll see that it's true. Getting a common denominator of 18 times by 3 times by 3, 18 times by 2 times by 2. Anyway, 1 and 1/6 is the next smallest fraction. Then we have 1 and 1/3 or 1 and 2/9. Well, 1/3 times by 3 times by 3 is 3/9, and that's bigger than 2/9. So 1 and 2/9 is the next smallest. After that, we have 1 and 1/3. And finally, 1 and 2/3. And that's it for this video series. I'm not going to do a take-up of question 22. I'll leave that for you. And in the meantime, I hope you have a good weekend.